Kofi lived in a small village. It was a happy place with green trees and a sparkling river. But Kofi was not always happy. Kofi was crippled. He couldn't run and play like the other children. The villagers often whispered about Kofi. They called him names. They said he was cursed. Kofi felt sad and alone. One day, Kofi tried to join a game of tag. The children laughed and ran away. Kofi sat down by the river, tears in his eyes. Why was he different? Every year, the village held a grand celebration. There were games, music, and delicious food. It was the most exciting day of the year. But Kofi dreaded it. On the day of the games, everyone wore their finest clothes. They sang and danced. Kofi watched from afar, feeling invisible. Suddenly, a group of boys walked past Kofi. They bumped into him, making him drop his crutch. They laughed and called him names. Kofi felt a surge of anger. He wished he could show them he was just as good. As the sun began to set, a stranger arrived in the village. He had traveled from a distant land. The stranger was tall and wise, with kind eyes. The stranger walked to the center of the village. He announced he was looking for someone special, someone with a hidden talent. The villagers were curious. They all looked around, wondering who this special person could be. Kofi watched from the shadows, his heart beating fast. He had a secret talent, but no one had ever cared to know. The stranger asked everyone to show their talents. Some danced, some sang, some showed off their strength. But no one impressed the stranger. Kofi hesitated. Could this be his chance? He took a deep breath and limped to the center. The villagers gasped. What was he doing? Kofi closed his eyes and began to carve. His fingers moved with skill and precision. The villagers watched in amazement as a beautiful wooden bird began to take shape. When Kofi finished, the stranger smiled. "You have a true gift," he said. The villagers were speechless. They had never seen such talent. The stranger declared Kofi the winner. He presented him with a beautiful wooden staff adorned with carvings. Kofi had never felt so proud. The villagers realized they had misjudged Kofi. They saw him in a new light. They felt ashamed for how they had treated him. From that day forward, Kofi was no longer the outcast. He was the village artist, respected and admired. Villagers lined up to commission his work. Kofi taught the village children how to carve. He shared his gift with joy and patience. The children, in turn, learned to see beyond appearances. Kofi's life was filled with purpose and happiness. He had found his place in the world, not because of his strength or speed, but because of his kind heart and his unique talent. Kofi's story teaches us an important lesson. We should treat everyone with kindness, regardless of their differences. We never know what hidden talents someone might possess. When we judge others based on appearances, we miss out on the opportunity to connect with their true selves. Remember, everyone has value. Everyone has something special to offer. Let's create a world where everyone feels seen, appreciated, and loved.